YouTubers? This is Andu. It's really late. I'm currently sitting in the remnants of my old bedroom. We're just finishing the move from my parents' house, and since tomorrow's the 4th of July, I thought I'd do a quick review of this cute little blaster I picked up, the Nerf Super Soaker Flash Blast. Now, as far as function, my initial impressions of this blaster, just looking at it, I don't think much of it, but I found a couple reasons to pick it up, and I'll mention those a bit later. So here you can see it in the package, very easy to see on the shelf. They run about $8 to $12 depending on where you pick them up. Here it says primes with this slide. Apparently it's a slam fire, so you can hold the trigger and rack the slide back and forth and it'll fire. One pump sneak attack, pump, fire, and holds 3.7 fluid ounces or 110 milliliters and has a firing distance of 25 feet. So I'm going to open it up. So I opened the package up, and the first thing that kind of struck me is that yes, it comes with instructions. Something this simple, I don't really think it needs instructions, but here's the manual. You open it up, it shows you how to fill it and how to fire it. I think that's pretty self-explanatory, but they're there. So that was inside, and here's the blaster. Now, I have a love-hate with the aesthetics. I like the handle for sure, and the slide up here. I'm not all too crazy about the little water tank down here. That's grown on me with time. I think this portion here really detracts from its looks. Something else I've noticed is on one side, the trigger is very faded of orange. I hope you can see that. Whereas on the other side, it's much more vibrant and seems to match the other orange plastic pieces on here. As is typical, only on one side are the letters painted in. See, on the other side there's some labels and warnings and stuff that are there on the shell, but they don't have any paint on them. The show side that doesn't have the screws has the paint. It's not super uncomfortable. I do wish this texturing here on the back came down, rounded a little bit, and came all the way down here, because the grip is very comfortable until you get to this point, and then it's kind of, well, it does fit and swell in the palm a little bit, but yeah, I just don't like the way this lip here digs into the bottom of my hand. Trigger pull is very easy, smooth, long pull. You know, a couple of reasons I picked this up. Yes, I can use it in a water fight, but more importantly, I'm a fan of the movie Oblivion. In fact, it's number 1 or 2, depending on my mood, on my top 5 list. And there's only 4 movies in my top 5. They're the ones that really set everything apart. And Oblivion is very high on that list. And the pistol, well, I want to replicate the rifle that Jack Harper uses in a Nerf gun and a real firearm at some point. And I like that firearm. And if I ever did, say, made a costume, did a cosplay, well, or cosplay, however that's actually pronounced, I don't know. I'd like to have a pistol, and while this doesn't look exactly like it, the texturing here on the back of the grip is similar, and just altogether, I can see this coming out of the movie Oblivion. I really can. And so, what I'd even like to do is clear out the shell completely and drop in a Fire Strike or Night Finder's internals from the front to the back so it can fire a Nerf dart. Take this knob off, chop that down, and put a tactical light down here in the bottom of this. You know, this portion down here almost, oh, come to think of it, this really almost looks like one of the sidearms from Battlestar Galactica, the one with a small grenade launcher on the bottom, 50 cal grenade launcher, something like that. So, it looks cool. It's pretty comfortable. Can hold it like this, although it's not the most practical. Iron sights don't really exist. You can kind of sight down these knobs here, but that's something I might change. Chop this off, fill it in with Bondo, and put on an actual rear sight with two posts that I can line up the front sight between. Oh, it sounds like it's a Springer. I'm not going to take it apart and look at the internals today, but you hear that? Okay, this pistol just got a lot cooler. Oh yeah, that's cool. Here, one more time near the audio input. That is cool. So, you know, I'm very tired. I tend to talk more and more when I'm tired, and as some of you may have guessed, I do have the gift of gab. Yeah. Let me pull the... this might not have been the best cup. I'm going to try to fill this up slowly. So yeah, I would definitely like to make a sidearm out of this. A Nerf sidearm, that is. A Nerf foam sidearm. Now, I'm filling this up, and, you know, the capacity, it worries me a little bit. Limited capacity, there we go. But, who knows, it may be all you really need in something this size. Let's see how much it puts out per shot. Okay, so, that's on snug and tight. Let's dry it off a little bit. Okay. Ooh! Okay, this is so much more than an ordinary squirt gun that just has the little tiny pump in the trigger and squirts out a really pathetic little stream. This, it functions awesome. I mean, the slide is frickin' amazing. I'd say I'm getting 10 or 15 feet. I'm sure if I angled it, I could get it farther, but, you know, I've got carpet, so I don't want to get things too wet. I'm going to see if I can change the camera angle up a little bit here. I'm going to prop up my garbage can. Sorry, I just don't have my usual testing environment right now. I'm going to test the slam fire. So I'm going to hold the trigger, and I'm going to, as I suspected, not the most stable. Not the most stable shooting, but if you're in close and you really need to go boom, 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 it would work fairly well. And you know, this is, I think, the epitome of dorm room water fighting as a gun, or as a squirt gun. It's puts out a nice amount of water with each shot. The function is awesome. It's just, oh, this is cool. So, oh, and you can see the tank sticks out a little bit under there. A quick test downstairs showed that the shot capacity is about 19, maybe 20 solid shots. And then another 2 or 3 kind of sputtery, you know, more of a short range kind of blast, like a shotgun. And that's about it. You got about 21, 22 shots total out of this. About 19, 20 of which are solid, identical one from the next. And I'm actually very pleased with that capacity. In the end, I love this. I love it much more than I thought I would. You're getting all my first impressions right now. And I think this is just swell. And I'm looking forward to surprising a few people tomorrow at the cabin with this. 4th of July, some cousins of mine who I only get to see once a year are in town. We're all going to my fiance's cabin. I don't like water, so I don't think I'm going swimming in the lake. But the better half wants me to, and my cousins are the kind of people that would push me, and one of them dragged me in by my hair once. So I am looking forward to using this as maybe a defensive weapon until they beat me up and take it from me and shoot me in the face and drag me into the lake, which will happen, but I'll, you know, at least I can have a little bit of fun before that happens. A couple other things I've got going for me tomorrow. I don't buy any fireworks. I can hear, you know, personal fireworks, legal and otherwise, going off. around me right now. But the only fireworks I like to play with, Black Cat, Fun Snaps, $60 a box. You open these up, and they're these teeny tiny little, I don't know how well you get that. Looks like a tadpole or something I don't want to really mention on camera. But you just, a little bit of explosive powder or something like, and this tissue thing, you grab it by the tail, you flip it on a hard surface and it goes bang, and they're really cool. I've loved them for years, ever since my sister introduced me to them. So I've got that on hand. I left my awesome star-studded, it looks like a picture of the galaxy from the Hubble Space Telescope, on my, what is it? My swim trunks. I've got Galaxy swim trunks. Left those at school, so I'll probably have to pick some more up at the store on the way out of town tomorrow. I am having watermelon, which, as my family taught me, I like to cut with a machete. I should sanitize that. And for the 4th, I've been saving my favorite new T-shirt from T-Fury. See if you can get a look. See if you can get a look at that. This is Bobakira. I'll see if I can flash up an image quick of the Akira movie poster. Akira was a Japanese anime movie, and I'll just flash up the poster right here, and then transition to a picture of the shirt. And you can see they just replaced the motorcycle with Boba Fett's ship, Slave One, and of course Boba Fett. If you understand that, you're awesome. If you don't, go watch Star Wars. Please, go watch Star Wars. So, doing a little more vlogging right now than I really expected, but that was my review of the Flash Blast, and I hope you all have a very happy 4th of July, Independence Day, whatever you want to call it. Do take some time to remember what the holiday is about. It's a very important thing for many of us. Of course, those of us here in the United States, those of you who aren't, I hope you have a wonderful day anyway. So, that's Andu. I'm going to do one other quick little video after this, but until that goes up, boya YouTubers, and keep your stick on the ice.